Hi friends, my name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel, Adventures with Madison. Today I am at a place called Lincoln Park here in West Palm Beach, Florida. It's a bit of a chillier day. I'm going to put the camera back on this beautiful lake. In the background here you can actually see this is Cacti Park, where I believe it's the Texas Rangers and the Washington Nationals play their spring training games. But yes, I wanted to say thank you so very much for all of your support this year. When I was able to do a full-on blitz for about a month or two, almost every day I posted, the channel grew about 100 subscribers, and I was so very grateful, and I'm still very grateful for each and every one of you for taking the time to click subscribe and taking the time to click like on my videos. I do these more as an escape to get out into nature, to force myself to get out of my comfort zone, to force myself to leave the house, because otherwise I would literally just be sitting indoors all day when I'm not working. And when I initially set out on rebranding my channel last year, the intention was to film small towns and to see America in a new light, because not only are we going through so much turmoil as a country, but I want to see the bright side of our country. I want to see the beauty in our country. I want to see the kindness that I know exists in the strangers here, and the people who will soon become friends if you allow for that to happen. And I wanted so badly to just already be traveling, but come April, things didn't move quick enough, and I wound up finding myself evicted. And I quickly moved to Florida. I applied for a job before I even came here, and within a few days of arriving, I started working, and I've barely had any time to breathe since April of this year. It's been nonstop, always at work. I'm only a part-timer. I'm only getting about 30 hours a week, but I'm there 5 or 6 days a week. And I have such an incredibly demanding job. I'm working at a farmer's market, but it's just so much. Like, it's one of the hardest, most demanding jobs I've ever done in my life. Besides that, it was a Taco Bell night shift closer, but both jobs are just so incredibly demanding, because not only physically, because I'm walking and standing on my feet all day with zero time to sit down if I even wanted to, except for my 30-minute approved break. But I'm also just dealing with customers all day long, and I feel the world in such a deeper way than most people, and I feel it with intensity, and I feel the energy of the world. I feel the energy of, like, the trees and the plants and the grass and the other humans, the animals. I feel energy all the time. And because I feel this energy, and because it's up to me to transmute it into kindness and into love as part of my divine mission on this timeline, in this realm of existence we call Earth, it's part of my mission to transmute energy into love and kindness, and it just drains the ever-loving heck out of me. It's to the point where I just don't even want to move. I just get in my recliner and I'm stuck there all day. And I need it. I need to recharge, but at the same time, I need to be forcing myself out of my comfort zone and doing things that scare me, or things that I wouldn't normally do, like just coming out here and sitting for 10 minutes on a park bench next to this beautiful lake with beautiful landscaping. And, you know, just over yonder there's a family fixing to have a party out here. You know, it's this is something I normally would never do, but for the year 2026, I need to move forward. I can't just keep doing what I'm currently doing. So, my goal for 2026 might sound absolutely bonkers and banana pants, but bear with me. Last April, I had put out a video, probably one of the most cinematic videos I've ever made using stock footage, but it highlighted exactly what I wanted to do for 2025. And I feel like it was more of a precursor to 2026 because I had to come to Florida to find out what I didn't want in order to know that I really just need to pull the trigger on it, on my dreams, and put myself and my goals first and not society's expectations of me and what goals I should have on me. For example, like I said, I've only been working since I've come here. I've gotten to go to Orlando for a day, basically a day, to see one of my best friends for the first time in 4 years. And besides that, besides the few videos you've seen and going and taking a couple trips to the beach when I could afford it, I've not done anything with my life. I've gotten to the point where I literally feel like a slave to my job, like a free-range slave where I can live where I want, but I still have to go into work every day, even if I really don't want to, which is something that everybody's dealing with right now. But it's also one of those things where I've learned that it really is like that. You're really a debt slave. Like, if you have any kind of debt, even just an apartment rent or your rent, it's a debt that you have to pay irregardless whether you want to or not. If you want to have a roof over your head, it's something that you have got to go out there and you have got to do. And it's rough, especially now where, like, you can't even really afford a house. And they claim to live comfortably, you've got to earn like $50,000 a year. I mean, shoot, I haven't earned more than like $15,000 a year my whole life. And I've learned how to survive pretty darn well, but it's still difficult. And I no longer want to keep paying a rent for a place that I'm only at pretty much to sleep and do nothing on my days off. That's the only time I'm really there, except for when I'm at work. And it's like, what is even the point anymore? I'm so done. I don't want to keep doing it. So come this April, this channel is going to go into overdrive again. I know that means there's going to be a few months where videos are going to be scarce. So I'm telling you that up front now. From January through March, I may get up a video per month, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. But I am leaving in April to go on an Adam the Woo inspired road trip. He passed this week. I'm not trying to get any attention from this video because I did not know him. I didn't watch his videos all that often, but I do want to say, my condolences to his family and friends and anybody who did watch his channel. I actually watched Jacob the Carpetbagger first before I watched Adam, and it hit me a lot harder than I ever thought it would. Just being a content creator and being someone who's interested in a lot of the same stuff that he is, and his loss is such a large one for the community, and it also kind of gave me clarity. It's kind of like, you know what? Adam lived his life to the absolute fullest every single day. He went out there, he explored, he started off broke, He was sleeping in a van, and then eventually upgraded his life. But through and through, Adam was doing what Adam wanted to do. And this past year, reflecting upon that, all I've done is go to work and come home and sleep and try to relax and try to recuperate my energy. And that is not living, folks. That is surviving. That is just barely scraping by. That is not what life is. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be fun. Life is meant to be a game. But yet we've made it so darn serious, and we've literally turned money into our God, and we didn't even realize it. Most of us still don't even realize it, but it's true. And I no longer am willing to continue slaving away past April. The reason I'm saying April is because if today's 65-degree weather, which you can't really tell, isn't proof enough, it is way too cold for me to go anywhere on a road trip right now. So I want to wait until it starts warming up in the rest of the country. I want to go home and see my family and surprise them for Easter. And then I am going to just start like Adam did, with nothing. And I'm just going to go out there, rely on my faith in the universe, and rely on my own faith of knowing how to survive my whole entire life with nobody's help. Really, I've had a few people out there that help me. You know who you are. You all have done such a great job helping me. But for the most part, when it comes to family and stuff like that, I've always had to figure stuff out on my own. I don't know if you can see the red balloon that's flying away or not. There it is. That's from the party. I don't even see it with my own eyes. Oh, I lost it. Anyway, so I don't remember what I was talking about. But yes, in 2026, starting in April, I am going to be leaving Florida, and I am going in a tent. I'm going to start making my way to Georgia and get there for Easter, surprise my entire family, and then I'm going to make my way from there and just kind of see where life takes me. There's definitely some things along the way that I know will be helpful. I forgot the name of the website. I think it was like workaway.com or something along those lines, where you pay like an $80 a month fee, so that way they know you're real, and you can sign up to stay at someone's homestead or farm and help them for like 5 or 6 hours a day, and then they provide you room and board. So that could be some way that helps me travel the country from, in the very beginning, because I'm not leaving out of here with a ton of money. I'm leaving here with nothing. So, but it's what I feel like I've been meaning to do for the past 5 years. Ever since 2020, I felt like I need to just travel this wonderful country and just document America, and that is what I intend to do. And at some point, I intend to travel Route 66 next year. I don't really want to be in much of California, especially during these turbulent times, but I'm sure it will be a positive experience, and I will actually wind up liking way more of California than I thought, because I know it's very beautiful. I know there's just a lot of misunderstood places. So, and there's a lot of great people there, and Route 66 is one of the most classic roads in America. Almost anywhere you go, you see mention of Route 66, even on places that Route 66 was not anywhere a part of. It's still just so iconic that people would know Route 66. So I've never been anywhere on Route 66 except for possibly parts in Albuquerque, New Mexico, because I used to live there for a short period of time. But I would really like to go out and see New Mexico again. It's been about 20 years since I've been there. When I was there, I fell in love. It's just so beautiful, and it's not like what you would imagine, and I miss it. And I want to go out to Arizona, and I want to see, again, like Route 66. I want to see some of my friends along the way. I want to meet some new friends. I want to meet strangers who become my friends. I want to then, go see maybe Mount Rushmore, or, just I want to go explore this wonderful country and just kind of see where life takes me. But I know that I'm being pushed to take this leap of faith. And I've been trying to take this leap of faith for about 5 years now, but I've always been too afraid. I've always been waiting for the perfect moment. I've always been waiting for something. And I want to go back to Adam for just a moment. With his such sudden passing, it really gave me a new passion for life and a new passion to go out and explore and just live life unapologetically, be myself, have fun, do everything I could possibly think of that is not in the ordinary. Things that are a normal person working a 9 to 5 would never ever dream that they could go and do the things that I'm able to go do. And that is exactly what I'm creating for myself in 2026. So I want to take a moment to encourage you that if you yourself have wanted to create something, whether it be art, whether it be YouTube, whether it be music, whatever it is, just get out there and start. Because we aren't promised another day. Honestly, I'm not even promised enough time to upload this video, because life is truly such a gift. That's why the now is called the present, because it's a gift. And I just want to say once again, thank you so much for being here with me this year. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your comprehension of why I'm not here, as I've just been trying to survive and pay my bills and move forward. But this year, 2026, all of that changes, and I'm excited to start a daily posting schedule again, beginning in April, because if I'm being honest, the happiest I've been in a very long time was when I was uploading daily. Even if sometimes I struggle to figure out what to talk about, I still truly enjoyed uploading daily and just getting out of my comfort zone and just trying to love life and not let it pass me by anymore. So the last thing I'm going to say is get out there, get out of your comfort zone, explore, do whatever it is you've always wanted to do, because we are not promised tomorrow. And for those of you who would like to find a way to honor Adam, I think that would be one of the best ways, is to get out and just make sure you're enjoying your life. I truly appreciate you watching. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your attention, and I appreciate that you're going to stick with me for this journey, because there's so many awesome things coming, and I'm so excited to be able to share them with you. If you'd like, it really help if you hit that that like button. Subscribe only if you want to, but the like button really does help a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you. Be good to yourself and others. Bye.